Hopefully you all know this one of Cole Porter's Magic Moments. I have got you under my skin. I have got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you're really a part of me. I've got you under my skin. I've tried so not to give in. I've said to myself this affair never can go so well. But why should I try to resist when, baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I'd sacrifice anything come what might for the sake of having you near. Spite of a warning voice comes in the night and repeats in my ear. Don't you know, little fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. But each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Sacrifice anything come what might for the sake of having you near. Spite of a warning voice comes in the night and repeats how it yells in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Why not use your mentality? Step up, wake up to reality. Stop this before I begin, because I've got you under my skin. Yes, I like you under my skin. Thank you very much, thank you.
Right, good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon, Stuart. Good afternoon. Getting people going now. So welcome to Mesnes Park, and particular warm welcome to the Mayor and Mayoress of Wigan, who are going to do the formal switch on of the fountain in a minute, hopefully, fingers crossed. Always a bit of a high-risk strategy switching things on, I think, so it worked well in tests, so hopefully it's going to come on in a few minutes. This is, I think, the third or fourth opening thing I've been to in the park over the last couple of years, and I think the first one when it's not actually rained, so I think the fountain's going to come in at that point, so I probably will get wet if I stand around long enough. It's another milestone in the redevelopment of the park. Been going on about 10 or 15 years, I think, altogether, but the end is now in sight. Now, the thing that excites me about a park is not just because they're nice places, but very often people have tales to tell about them. Yesterday was Armed Forces Day, and I spoke to a lot of people who all had memories of their childhood here in the park, when their parents or grandparents or family or friends, whatever, and they came down to the park. But now they're bringing their own grandchildren down to the park. And I think hopefully in another 100 years that will still be the case. So I think in recent times we have created some new memories. I don't know if there's any Latics fans around today. Anybody a Latics fan? No? Oh dear, a bit silent. There's one or two over there. Because just a few weeks ago, Roberto Martinez rubbed the lucky foot of the statue down the way there, and 3 days later he won the FA Cup. So hopefully we'll continue those sort of traditions and recreate those memories as years go on. So in terms of the physical work in the park, the end is now in sight. You see around the park today there's still a lot of work going on, but by September all that should be done. And then the challenge will be for all of us to look after the park, so that hopefully, say in another 100 years, people will still be coming down and enjoying themselves. So I think that's about it for me. I'm going to hand over to the Mayor in a second, just to say thank you for everybody's continuing support, particularly to the Heritage Lottery Fund, who have supported the project throughout with a huge amount of money, Wigan Council, the local ward councillors, the Friends Group, and all the people who have worked on the project. So a big thank you from me, and I'll now hand over to the Mayor to do the formal switch on. Okay, Mr. Mayor?
Okay, thank you, Stuart. I'm delighted to welcome you all here today to celebrate the opening of the Coalbrookdale Fountain and Pullum feature, two historic treasures that have been lovingly restored to this wonderful park. And I think the volunteers and the friends of the park, I think they've done an absolutely fantastic job. On a personal basis, I'd like to thank you. I can see one or two of you about. A job well done. Thank you for that. The Coalbrookdale Fountain was originally introduced to Mesnes in 1878, but it was filled in and eventually removed in 1921. That means it's around 100 years since we last saw water flowing at the spot. Thanks to Wigan restoration specialist Lost Art, the fountain you see standing here today is an exact replica of the structure that stood here before and will once again be making a splash in the borough. In addition to this, the restoration of the Pullum feature means we once again have a waterfall in the park. Many dedicated people have worked extremely hard to bring these features back to life for the benefit of all those who enjoy spending time in the park. I would like to congratulate everyone involved, particularly Wigan LCT, who are spearheading the fantastic project to restore Mesnes Park back to its former glory. I'd also like to thank the Friends of Mesnes Park, a group of volunteers who have spent the past 14 years helping to improve this much-loved green space. 6.1 million is being invested in Mesnes thanks to the Heritage Lottery Fund, the Big Lottery Fund, Wigan Council and WLCT. You'll have noticed plenty of other improvements taking shape in the park over the past 3 years as part of this project. These have included the refurbishment of the pavilion. If anyone's not been in since it's been done up, I suggest you visit it. It's absolutely fantastic. Which now houses a cafe, the introduction of a new play area, the restoration of the bandstand, the Powell Monument and the shelter building. The list goes on. When the project is officially completed, we'll have truly achieved in Wigan what many other boroughs would love to accomplish: the full restoration of a premier Victorian park, reinstating the features from the past that made it great to secure a first-class green space for the future. A major event to mark the completion of this project will take place on Sunday the 29th of September, and I hope you will all return to the park on that day to see the finished product. Now, I would like to officially open the newest additions to the park, the Coalbrookdale Fountain and the Pullum feature. Hopefully it's going to start up. Hey! Here we are. Okay, thanks everybody, thank you.